If you love iced buns, I definitely recommend you try these Shocky Chocky buns from Marks and Spencer's. They had the most incredible chocolate filling, and I loved all the toppings and the icing. Which new ice cream find would you choose? Firstly, we have Haagen-Dazs Speculoos Caramel Biscuit and Cream and Red Velvet Cheesecake. Then we have Carte d'Or Madagascan Vanilla and Cinnamon Biscuit and Madagascan Vanilla and Brownies. I found the Haagen-Dazs in Waitrose and I ordered the Carte d'Or from Ocado. My favourite has to be the Red Velvet Cheesecake. I wasn't too impressed with the Carte d'Or flavours though. I also found these new skier flavours in Waitrose too. I'll be posting my reviews of these on my story very soon. Which nut from this Christmas selection from Marks and Spencer would you choose first? Firstly, we have caramelised pecan coated in blonde chocolate. Then we have smoked almond coated in milk chocolate. Then we have hazelnut coated in blonde chocolate. And finally, we have toasted and original almonds. My favourite has to be the caramelised pecan in blonde chocolate. Which giant chocolate face would you choose? Would you go for Colin or would you go for Percy? Although these are in the Marks and Spencer Easter range, they're not technically Easter eggs. So for those who are complaining about Easter eggs being available now, you can totally get away with these. Which Krispy Kreme football donut would you choose? Would you go for the Pitch Perfect, which is brownie batter filling? Or would you go for the Come On England, which has a strawberry filling? They also do a Wales one, which has a strawberry filling too. I'm absolutely loving the new caramelised biscuit products from Aldi. They do buns and they do a cereal. I've been trying to hunt down that cereal for far too long, and both of these definitely lived up to my expectations, as they tasted just like Biscoff. I've tried so many caramelised biscuit products before which taste nothing like Biscoff, but yeah, Aldi have got this just right. They also do cocoa peanut butter balls, which are a bit like the Reese's cereal. And of course they do cinnamon buns as well, if you prefer that instead of the caramelised biscuit ones. I definitely recommend melting these buns in the microwave. Which Kinder dessert from the little dessert shop would you choose? Firstly, we have the pancake stack. This was drizzled with so much chocolate hazelnut and white chocolate hazelnut sauce and topped with Kinder ice cream, Kinder Bueno and Happy Hippo. Or would you go for the Kinderella milk cake? I absolutely adore these milk cakes. This was drizzled with a white chocolate hazelnut flavoured milk sauce. Just look at that texture. Comment below which end of the Happy Hippo you'd go for if you had to share it. And would you go for the mango maracuja and mint mocktail or the tango ice blast? Thank you so much to the little dessert shop Solihull for the invite. I was completely spoilt for choice. I mean, just look at all these cakes. And the menu was full of all my favourites. Waffles, pancakes, cookie dough, crepes, sundaes and so much more. We also went for the sharing platter as well, which I'm going to post very soon. Definitely recommend you pay the little dessert shop a visit if you love desserts. Which Krispy Kreme Christmas donut would you choose? Would you go for the Merry Gift Mass, which is filled with the marshmallow style cream, or would you go for the ring donut, which is called Snowy the Dough Man? I think there's meant to be 2 more flavours, but I couldn't seem to find them. I think that might be because the World Cup donuts are still available. Pick your favourites from this Christmas selection from Mars. Would you go for the Galaxy hot chocolate or the Malteser hot chocolate? And then would you go for the original Galaxy truffle? Would you go for the salted caramel? Or would you go for the smooth caramel? And finally, out of the cake bars, would you go for salted caramel or chocolate orange? Thank you so much, Treats from Mars, for this amazing selection. I especially can't wait to try the advent calendar. Tag an M&M's lover who needs this M&M's Chocolate Santa. It's filled with mini M&M's, but I found the chocolate a bit thin and would have preferred it to be studded with M&M's in the shell. Even so, it was still good. Tag someone who needs the Humble Crumble Spiced Pumpkin and Apple Crumble. The apples were cooked in pumpkin puree and perfectly spiced, and I love how it comes in its own pumpkin. I went for the frozen custard and chocolate on top, as well as some chopped hazelnuts and rose petals. But you can also get different toppings, and there's even a vegan one if you use the vegan custard. Which toppings would you choose? I also love how you can take the pumpkin home. I've already had a pumpkin yoghurt bowl topped with Joe and Seth's popcorn. Use my code HelenJT10 to save with Joe and Seth's. And I've also done a pumpkin smoothie bowl. And finally, a pumpkin porridge bowl. What are your plans for Halloween this year? If you're having a bit of a party, then I definitely recommend you get yourself to Cake Box and get this Halloween cake. This cake comes as a Victoria sponge, like I got, or a chocolate cake. Which of these would you choose? The cake itself was so soft and light, and I loved the flavour of the cream and the jam. And obviously the chocolate curls in the back were a perfect addition. Thank you so much, Cake Box, for sending these along with some cupcakes I'm posting soon. Which Joe and Seth's festive popcorn treat would you choose? Would you go for the festive popcorn slab, as we've got here? Or would you go for the milk chocolate popcorn stars, as we've got here? So both of these were made with the salted caramel popcorn, which is one of my favourites. I love how the slab had white chocolate as well as milk chocolate, but the chocolate on the stars was seriously thick. Use my code HelenJT10 to save at Joe and Seth's. I had dreamt of the day that Toblerone would release a blonde chocolate bar, and my dream has finally come true. This has to be the best tasting blonde chocolate I've had, and combined with the crunchy honey and almond nougat, it's just perfect. Tag a popcorn lover who needs this Marks & Spencer Chopcorn wreath. Perfect gift for Christmas. Which McDonald's menu item would you choose? Would you go for the Celebrations McFlurry? I'm so happy this one is back because it's got such a variety of toppings. I love it. Or would you go for the Festive Pie? I love this combination of custard and mincemeat. Or would you go for the Mighty McMuffin? Now this is an absolute beast of a muffin. It's not really my thing, but if it's the sort of thing that you enjoy, then definitely go for it. Just look at all those layers. Or would you go for one of the drinks? So we have the deluxe hot chocolate or the caramel waffle latte. I wasn't really impressed with these as I found that the flavours are just at the bottom. Or finally, would you go for the cheese melt dippers? Again, not really my thing, but if you love cheese, then definitely go for these.